I'm just looking around this city and I'm thinking to myself, I feel so fortunate. You know, there's like a world moving around down below. It's super late at night where I am and what's neat for me is that I've got this gorgeous view. I'm in a hotel right now and I'm on my balcony, and we've got this big balcony, and I can just walk around outside, all around, and see so much of this gorgeous city. Do you see that? Like, do you see those killer things? Here's the truth. I've taken a few minutes to talk about this, but here's what reality is. 10 years ago, a decade ago, oh my God, I would have never have imagined in a trillion years that I'd be anywhere near here. I mean, seriously, like, I would have never have imagined that I would have even have thought of being able to do or be something like this. The truth is that I didn't really think much of myself. I didn't really think much was possible. But you know what I did do, and I did effectively? I allowed and forced myself to dream. It's like, how many times do you allow yourself to dream? And then when you dream, do you just kind of think about it for a moment, or do you allow yourself to dive into it? Do you allow yourself to literally like be a part of it? Do you allow yourself to deep dive touch it? Like, think about that for a second. Like, how often do you dream? And when you dream, you're enamored, you're googly eyed, right? You're sitting in it, you're emotionally you're swimming in the dream. I want you to think about that for a moment, because it's so easy for us to say, oh, I dream or I do that. But God, I gotta tell you, you know how many times, you know how many hours I spent looking at nights like this? I mean, I don't know if you can really get a feel for that, but I remember being in Miami, Florida. For me, we lived in this crazy small apartment, and it was super tight, and it was a very uncomfortable, very emotionally draining place, just because it was not a great place to live, and we were cramped. But I used to either take the bus or get in a car or borrow a car, and I would drive 20 minutes down a road called Hollywood Boulevard or Pines Boulevard. And I would end up at the beach. And the beach for me was just this amazing place, because it allowed me to, I used to look out like at places like this. There were buildings like that, and the night was gorgeous, and the lights were gorgeous. And my gosh, you know what I used to do? I used to dream. Yes, I dreamed. It's like, how often do you really allow yourself to dream? And when I mean dream, I really mean like dream wildly. I mean like dream until you feel like you've gotten somewhere. Like dream until you feel like something's happened. Sometimes we just want to touch in on a dream, but I encourage you to consume it, to devour it, to not just visualize yourself there, but visualize the emotions that'll go with it. Visualize if you have a certain house you want to live in. Like, do you actually picture yourself opening the front door, walking inside? What does the living room look like? What does the kitchen look like? What are the colors of the walls? I mean, you know, I feel so fortunate. I was looking at this space because I'm in one of my favorite cities, and I was thinking to myself, if I was standing back, I'm like, I feel so privileged to be here. I really do. And as I think about like, how the hell did I get here? The truth is that I actually got here because I started dreaming. Like, I literally just started dreaming, and I used to dream wildly. I used to look at buildings like this and think to myself, what would it be like to be way up here? You know, like, what would it be like to look down on a city like that? What would it be like to be able to be the one in the suite, in the penthouse? You know, like, what do those people feel like? What are they wearing? What do they dress like? What kind of things do they have to drink? Like, I used to sit and visualize being down there, actually not down there, but on the beach, looking up at these beautiful high-rise buildings in Miami, just looking up at people and thinking, what does it feel like? That's the power of dreaming. Because what happens is that you create this longing inside of you when you dream, and then you create this killer longing. And then what happens is that your mind starts to draw a connection between where you are and what emotion you're pulling on. And without you even knowing it, like without me even knowing it, that's how I pulled myself closer to making that reality. I mean, look at me. I'm here. I'm 13 years later, and I'm in the building, guys. Like, I'm here. I'm on the 15th floor, the 20th floor. I'm looking at this killer, gorgeous city. I have fantastic, amazing things to drink. And more importantly, I am enjoying it. But it's all because I started dreaming. Because for me, oh my God, for me 13 years ago, it wasn't possible. Are you kidding me? Young, black, 2 kids, no education, no know-how, no real skills, no real anything. I just had this kind of heartbeat thing going, right, for the dream. So that's it. Total late night rant. My question is, like, how often do you dream? And when you dream, do you deep dive into this thing? Do you close your eyes and imagine yourself there and feel it and taste it and want it and just like bite on it? Do you do it? Because if you don't, you're missing out. If you really want it to be a reality, gosh, it starts with dreaming. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you soon. Go start a dream. Go outside, close your eyes, wherever you are. I'm about to dream a little bit myself. Because for me, I feel like I'll never stop dreaming. That is the truth. I feel like I'll never stop dreaming because here I am in a space, I've gotten here, but you know, I look out there and I'm like, look how flipping big the world is. So much bigger than me. So much bigger than me. And as far as I've gotten, right, building the businesses, building the life, being able to enjoy this, I feel like I've only begun. So I'm going to start dreaming just a little bit more. I hope you do the same.